I'm Shivali.
And I'm Carrie.
And welcome back to Project Expansion, where we show you how to take your Amazon listings and set them up for success on other e-commerce platforms. In the last video, we showed you how to do competitor and keyword research for Walmart. Except you already have Amazon listings. So how do we pull all of this great information together? Well, that's what we talk about in this video.
All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to share my screen here. And I want to start by looking at competitors. And I usually do this as an Amazon seller, and I love to do it on Walmart as well to see what my competition is. So here we have this Uncle Bud's hemp seed oil lotion. And if you take a look, a lot of products on Walmart actually just have the product photo in this. So it has the front and the back, and that's literally it. And then if you scroll down, there's very minimal details. Here, there's no real description. And down here, you'll see the specifications. And we'll get into this a little bit later too, but these are called attributes, okay? So the attributes, you want to fill in as many of these as possible because they actually show up here and they help you to become more visible in the search. So we'll go into more detail about that later. But if you look at this, this is a very basic listing. So let's take a look at another competitor. Hempvana, I think, is a much bigger competitor. And if you take a look, their listing images are much better. So they've definitely optimized their listing, or, you know, they've taken their Amazon listing photos and just put them onto Walmart, and they look a lot better than those, just the product page that we had for Bud's hemp seed oil. So you can actually scroll down and there's more images. You can put up to 15 images actually, which is kind of crazy. So you can really add a lot of information and detail there. If you look at the title here, they're not keyword stuffing. It has some good keywords in there, but just a very concise title. We've got a description here. So this is the description that we have for Walmart. And this usually is about 150, characters. But we'll talk a little bit more in detail about that. Some categories require less. And then these are the bullet points. Now, a lot of times what I'll see is an Amazon seller that just literally copies and pastes their bullets right onto here. And you'll see that it's structured like an Amazon listing. So we want to avoid that. Now, right here, you're going to want to put your main selling points, but this really doesn't focus on the main selling points here. I think their listing does need a lot of work. It's not structured properly. So what we'll do is we're going to take a look at the Amazon listing we have here. So this is our roll-on Amazon listing. And then this is our cream, in the tube hemp cream pain relief. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at these bullets and we're going to extract the main selling points. And then we're also going to kind of rearrange the format of this actual listing without having to rewrite a whole bunch. So let's take a look at what we'll do with that. So let's go ahead and take a look more into detail about how to create the listing.
Let's begin by talking about the title guide. You will definitely need to start with your brand as well as the item name. And then the rest of that title can really be some of those attributes that your product really has. So that means your model name, you have your style, key attributes, pack count, if you have different sizings, all that information can be inputted into your title. You also will want to avoid keyword stuffing. Of course, this also goes for Amazon, but this means that you really want to understand where your consumer really is, maybe emotionally, what their behavior patterns are like, what their habits are, why they might be interested in this product, and then really cater and speak to that consumer specifically before you start really adding in those additional keywords. Avoid really repeating those same words in the single title or description. You'll want to include also keywords that are really highly relevant to your item. So that means that if you are really, let's say you have an instrument that is really for professional players, then that's not really going to be the same as that same exact instrument for kids, right? Get really specific. Make sure that those keywords are really relevant to your actual listing. And then ensure that your title length isn't too long. It's not more than 250 characters. And keyword stuffing can actually lead to search penalties. So that means if your title's too long or you have too many keywords just really pressed and jammed in there, then Google might actually decrease your search rank, and Walmart could even end up removing it from those search pages. So that's just something you'll want to stay mindful of.
Yeah, especially because you will show up in Google searches for your Walmart listings. So you don't want to be penalized here, especially because that'll give you a lot more visibility for customers. So this is our title, and we did try to follow the guidelines as much as possible. We have the brand name here. We put our main keyword phrase here as well, hemp cream for pain relief. That's what it is. It's maximum strength and fast acting. It is a little bit keyword stuff, but we're going to see how far we can go with that. And we'll see what our listing quality score says. And what happens when you upload your listing is you actually get a listing quality score, and it'll break down what they want you to change, what they want you to implement. So we'll see what happens when we upload this. But we also put 2.5 ounce squeeze tube to make sure that they know the actual size of the product. So we've included all the important stuff in this title in regards to that particular product.
As for your description, this is a little bit different from Amazon because on Walmart, you'll really want to be concise. So this means a minimum of 150 words. However, some categories might have that be less, and you'll really want to get to the body of your content. The copy should really be specific and informative, not fluffy at all. And just make sure that this, again, is really catered to the consumer. So whatever is going to really lead them to that purchasing decision, that's going to help them feel understood and really want to purchase your product, that's what you will want to include in your description, not so much keyword stuffing once more. And this is a great place to incorporate those keywords, but again, not too many.
Yeah, so make sure it's good for SEO, but readable for the customers. There's a fine balance between the two. So if you want to take a look at our description, this is our description. Now, it might be way too long for this category because this category could potentially be needing a lot less. And so once we upload it, we'll see in our listing quality score, it'll tell us if it's too long. I have a feeling it might be too long, so we'll see what happens. But yes, because it says, in the guidelines, minimum of 150 words. So I've noticed that in my categories, I've been able to only upload about 80 to 100 characters for those categories. So it really depends. Next is key features, and key features are really important. You see these as these little bullet points on the listing. You'll see, when you scroll down, you see the description first, and then you see the key features. And these are those little bulleted points. You only want to do 80 characters per bullet. A lot of Amazon sellers will just copy and paste there. And again, you don't want to do that. So you'll get 3 to 10 of these key features, and you want to put your most important selling points here, because a lot of times people will just scroll down to these key features and you want them to really stand out. And we want to really write to encourage the purchase here. It's a really good place to also incorporate keywords, whereas the description is more like informative, especially for those people who want to learn more and more about the product. But these key features are really the selling points. So here are our key features for this listing. We've got fast absorbing liposome formula, allows for quick penetration and instant pain relief. So really a lot of people who are in pain, they want fast acting, quick pain relief. So that's why we put that one first. It reduces inflammation. Another important point, it's the perfect amount of hemp. No side effects. It's great for all these different types of pain. Helps with flexibility. And so we kind of go from most important to least important so that, people will understand what this product is all about and why they should buy it. So we'll upload these as well, and we'll see what kind of feedback we get in terms of the key features. In the next episode, we are going to go into more detail about how you upload this listing. So we'll take all this great information, we'll upload it, and then we'll take a look at our listing quality score so we can see how well we did, and we can make some adjustments. So definitely you want to stay tuned and watch the next video, because we have a lot of great information coming up for you in that next video. We'll see you then.